Everything is on the table, man. Do you buy all the lies that Shannon Sharp was spreading? LeBron hasn't had a coach, and and all this other stuff, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Caller from Atlanta, what's good? Hello, caller from Atlanta. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you way better.
All right, good. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Man, look here, bro. First thing I want to bring up. So I heard in the clip, man, Shannon brought up the first team, so not the first, the All NBA selections. So let me bring up this point, right? So, Mel, when you look at Michael Jordan's career, okay, so let's say that's 17 years, but you had, the broken foot, the first retirement, second retirement, the Wizards years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you just look at that 13 years in Chicago, Michael Jordan, if you got if that's 13 all NBA selections, only one is second team. Everything else is first team all selection. When we sit up and talk about LeBron James being a multiple all NBA selection, you see third team on his resume. Michael Jordan doesn't have any third team on his resume. So what are we talking about, man? Like,
yeah.
And like a lot of people not understand it, because like I told, man, I'm in my 20s, so I'm talking amongst LeBron guys every day. I'm like the only guy going against that. So when you hear with longevity, oh man, LeBron James been playing at this elite level for these 20-some years, but why is he not playing 82 games?
That's a good question.
Why is LeBron James missing? He's about to miss the first month of basketball.
Sheesh, that's crazy.
Like that. And then one thing I've always said, man, LeBron James, he handpicks these guys to come play with him. Like when people talk about that 2018 team and they really try to go like, and the way they just dump on his supporting cast, like why would I want to play under that? You had Rodney Hood, who was balling in Utah. They traded him. They traded Jay Crowder for him. You had George Hill. I think he was in Indiana, and that's where they sent one of them dudes. I think George Hill was in the East, but when he came, he was a solid point guard.
Really good.
And then I talked to my friends. I said, hey man, these guys come play to LeBron, and these dudes don't remember how to play basketball. It's no, man. When you play with LeBron, lights are too bright. It's too much pressure. Like, what are we talking about?
Boy, that's insane,
if you're this great player, how do you not bring out the best of your guys? And we've seen it. This dude ain't coachable. This has started with Paul Silas. Like this stuff is started with Paul Silas, and nobody could really just hold him accountable. I don't even think the legends can talk to him. You saw what happened with Charles Barkley. What was that? 2017.
Yeah.
Dan LeBron, do you just want all the help? He starts doing, but I never spit on a kid. Like, yes, man, that's bad stuff, of course, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about basketball, man.
Already, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, man, you cook, man. I appreciate the call, man. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Right. 100%, man.
Yes, sir.
100%, man. Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, y'all keep this thing going, man.
No doubt. Hit the like button, y'all.
All right. Oh, y'all already did, man.
Nino, what's good, bro?
Man, I got to push back a little bit. I got to bring some clarity to this thing.
All right, let's go.
All right. Now, before all this dope debate talk, let me ask you something first. Would you say that LeBron is more Pippen and Magic than MJ?
I mean, a lot of people like to say that, man. I would say no. It's kind of hard to say that, man, because man, it's real hard to say. But okay, I will say this: Scottie Pippen did play point forward. Grant Hill played point forward. Magic Johnson was a big 6'9" guard. So I guess from the standpoint of them all being point forwards and assisting the ball pretty good and also being able to score, yes. However, the difference between Magic and LeBron because people want to talk about their what they both do the same. They both pass very well, but the difference is Magic Johnson was a pass first point guard. LeBron James isn't a pass first point guard. He's a score first point guard. He's never took less shots than any teammate, I think, in his career. Like, he's always been the one taking 20 plus shots a game. So he's definitely a shoot first point guard. He just also passes a lot because nobody else has the ball but him. That's the difference. Scottie Pippen came off the ball a lot. He didn't dominate the ball. The triangle offense doesn't allow it, right? But if you're going to dominate the ball, at least be pass first. Magic dominated it a little bit, but he was pass first. You get what I'm saying? So those are the differences and the similarities. But go ahead.
Well, I would agree with that. In a sense, I mean, all of, to me, the game is elevated. Not elevated. That's from where
Evolved.
I'm trying to say, like, it's been evolved, right?
Yeah.
So Phil Jackson said before this that Pippen, while now I gotta say this too, I disagree with it, but he had said Pippen was the best player on their team because he did the most things, all the stuff that we say Bron do. So I'm thinking it's a preference. What kind of team you have around you, or which player you would take out of Bron and MJ. Some people just gonna say they take MJ no matter what.
Of course, he's the better. He's the better player. It's gonna be. It don't matter. It don't matter what team I got. It's gonna be MJ.
I disagree, but
okay, why?
Because if you need, Bron could do some of the MJ stuff, but he also knows how to run the offensive plays without the system.
Right, but here's the thing, Nino. In order for you to have a team that is better suited for LeBron and MJ, then that means you have to have a coach that don't have a system. And you have to have players that are not good enough to be able to play in the system. Right? So for what you're saying is, for LeBron to be needed more than Mike, I have to purposely have a sorry team.
No, it don't gotta be sorry, but it gotta be certain players, and every coach don't have a system. Now,
every coach does have a system.
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Well,
every good coach has a system, but what you're saying is, for me to want LeBron more than Mike, I had to have one of those coaches that are not good, and I had to have those players that need him to get their shot off. So you mean that what you're saying is, I want to build my team around Cal Corvers, Boobie Gibsons, Big Z's.
No.
That's what you're saying, because obviously he clashed with Wade. Wade had to play a whole. Everybody's changing their game. Bosh had to change. Bosh had to turn himself into Big Z to fit with LeBron. Kevin Love had to turn himself to Big Z. Wade had to. I mean, he just had to wait his turn. Kyrie had to turn himself to he had to wait his turn as well. AD had to turn himself to Big Z. Like, you're not getting a lot of opportunity. Dwight Howard had to turn himself to Tristan Thompson to play with him. Shaq didn't.
No, you get opportunities.
Shaq didn't know what he was playing with LeBron. Ben Wallace's career was over. Westbrook ain't recovered since. Like, he wouldn't even sign a Lakers jersey for a kid because he got PTSD. But he got PTSD from playing with LeBron. Like, this, Carmelo Anthony got kicked out the league after he played with LeBron. Like, come on, dog. Where is Avery Bradley? We ain't seen him. Where's Avery Bradley? Rondo retired after playing with LeBron. Like, I mean, dang, we ain't seen Kyle Kuzma look good since he left LeBron. Like, this is insane.
Brandon Rondo won the ring.
Oh, shoot. My bad, Nino. Phone hung up. All right, let's get another phone call in. That'll be the last one. My bad, Nino. Was that me or you, Nino?
It told y'all. All I'm saying is, Neil,
Yeah, go ahead.
MJ, when they MJ specific tags. Now, see what you gonna take this as is I hate when people say MJ couldn't pass and he couldn't do the stuff. I'm not saying that
Mm-hmm.
because I know MJ played point guard one time, but the mindset of the MJ and Kobe was, which Kobe learned how to play more unselfish the older he got. Like just as far as when you trusting your team and not play unselfish, because he will pass you the ball. But he don't really like to give them, he don't really like to give it up for the most part. So for him to start
Well,
trusting around Arteta with them big shots.
hold on, Nino. Michael Jordan and Kobe averaged 6 assists a game, dog.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not in them situations. I'm not saying they wouldn't throw it. That's what I'm saying. They gonna pass it.
Yeah, they
I'm
pass it.
saying-
LeBron only averaged 1 more assist than them.
No, I'm talking about in them big situations. I'm talking about in certain situations. But mainly with Kobe, I'm talking about when he trusts Arteta for that big shot. That was a more mature Kobe. Because we know young Bean ain't passing it.
Yeah, but I mean, don't nobody care about that. I don't want my star guard that's a scorer to be worried about how. I mean, look, come on, man. That's not what it's all about. We got 5 men on the court. If I got a point guard to run my offense, I don't need Kobe to do point guard duties unless he has to.
No, that's not
Right?
a point guard duty, man.
Right, that's what I'm
played
saying.
ball.
But yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's okay for you to have the ability to pass very well. I don't need you to star in that role.
No, I mean the trust.
I need you to star in. You're right. But listen, he passed the ball way more times than before Artest. You know what I mean? It's a good story that he just started trusting his team and he passed the ball a lot. I mean,
I'm talking about in the clutch situations. Come on now.
Come on. Okay. So how did Shaq get that alley-oop against Portland in the clutch situation in the playoffs? Who made that pass?
They did it. But
okay. Come on, Kobe.
It was more mature. Kobe was more mature.
Well, hold on. We can pull up stats where Kobe led the league in assists in the playoffs when he was with the Lakers playing with Shaq. This was way before Powell and Artest got there. With Shaq, who was the assist guy for the Lakers? It was Kobe. He's always passed the ball.
That's what you missing the point. I'm saying I'm saying when they made it his team, right? When he had a little stretch where I don't know if he trying to prove to us what, which we all agree, he proved it, whatever he was trying to prove. But his game matured and the game came easy to him. That's the best version of Kobe to me.
I can dig it. But
what I'm saying about.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
And I'm saying now, is we comparing the absolute prime, like that mumble right there. Bron had to develop that, which I'm giving the point that they making. I agree. So when they saying, remember when Bron won the MVP in 7, and I like Bron. To me, he wasn't better than Kobe and Mike then. Some people might say he will. What I'm saying is we got to go to 2013 after he went to the Olympics with Kobe, and Kobe said he had talked to him and just told him mindset what to do.
Correct.
From that point to the first Lakers series is the Bron. So I'm saying, do you think that player was a flawed player? Now, up to then, I give you that.
LeBron is still a flawed player.
How? Oh, right now, yeah, he old now. I think
at his best, he was a flawed player.
In 2013 Miami.
More flawed than Kobe and Mike by far. I mean, you
break that down to me.
I break it down with just one example. In the fourth quarter, he's still afraid to get fouled and go to the free throw line and knock down clutch shots. To this day. Every 2 years, he airballs a free throw.
He airball free throw. I can't.
He airball free throws a lot. He can't shoot them. He about 69%. Boy, that's big man style.
I ain't saying you know better people be told, but now can
That's a
we?
flaw. That's a
Bron
flaw.
got moments against the Spurs.
That's a flaw.
When they beat the Spurs in game 6 and 7, Bron hit a lot of clutch bases now, but he will everybody free throw. I give you that.
Yeah.
All right, my last point I want to take. I had this in the style of play. People keep forgetting. Just like you can, I don't know who came up with this defense when they took illegal defense out. Now you got to test it. I watched these games back in the 90s. I went back and looked at them. The big man, everybody had to basically would be within a certain feet of their men. And you said a while ago that Bron had to have a big man that can shoot the mid range and all that. Well, I don't know who told Phil Jackson this about the triangle. Them guys on the Bulls could shoot. Some dude named Cartwright, he stepped out to that mid range. He was money. Man, it was more. It was like 3 bigs. I'm like, man, these guys actually was skilled.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bulls was way ahead of their time. We don't take away. I'm not taking away from MJ though. If you want to go top 5, but I'm saying it'd be a lot of things that the people I be seeing in the chat, they be acting like the stuff wasn't going on in the 90s. Phil Jackson was way ahead of them 90s coaches. Go watch the Utah series. Utah would have 2 players on the other side standing right beside each other. Because of illegal defense, the defense had to stand over there trying to throw the ball in Karl Malone on the other side and play 1-on-1. Phil Jackson wasn't the only, I ain't gonna say he was the only coach because I'm probably lying. I don't know. But the ball movement, y'all act like every coach was doing it. They're triangle offense. Still don't quite understand triangle offense, you know? But
it's some triangle implemented in all offense. Before I let you go though, you just compared Chris Bosh and Kevin Love stretching the floor to the 3-point line. Do you and you compared it to Bill Winnington, Luke Longley, and Cartwright being on the block and being able to take one step from the block and hit a mid range, and you think it's easier to rotate as a center from where Bill Cartwright standing in the mid range in the triangle. Mind you, in the triangle, you can't just stand in the mid range, just standing there. You're going to be on the block, creating that triangle. Someone's going to be in the corner. Someone's going to be at the arc. The triangle is right there. The spacing, you have to be on that block. Now, if someone happens to drive and your man rotates and help, you can take a step back and catch that pass and hit the mid range, right? However, your man is standing right there beside you on the block and can rotate and protect the rim. The difference between that and Kevin Love and Bosh standing all the way on the opposite side of the ball at the 3-point line is how is a 7-footer going to rotate from the 3-point arc all the way to the rim when I'm driving from the opposite side?
All right, I'm gonna answer you with this. I just say there's one part of when they throw them guys the ball. MJ, where was MJ's sweet spot in the triangle offense when
everywhere
they wanted the bucket?
Everywhere.
No, come
everywhere.
on now. I watched a lot of the game now.
Everywhere.
MJ's sweet spot was on them blocks. When MJ was on the block, some type of way, Dennis Rodman was on the other side, standing by the 3-point line where his man was at.
Was anybody scared to leave Rodman? Was anybody scared to leave Rodman from at the 3-point line?
But you couldn't just camp in the paint like
you can now.
You had to be close to Robin.
Come on, dog.
Don't look at it. I wouldn't make it up.
Nino, I gotta let you go. I'm gonna take this last phone call, dog. Thanks for the call.
All right. Man.
All right. Yep.
You know, I got.
All right, caller from Texas. You gotta cut YouTube off in the background. What's up? Who on the phone?
You know who this is.
What's up? What's up, Jeff? Man, what's good?
Man, hey, Nino, brother. Hey, he was arguing with himself over and over again, and you were like, "I'm serious." I was watching. I was like, "Man, Mel, you got the paces of Job on this one." He was going all over the place. He's spreading the mayonnaise all over the place, not getting to any point and not making it. The bottom line is the flop did not have. He's like you said. He's still flawed. He has never not been flawed ever. He doesn't really have a post game. If you put him on the block, that's a joke. Like if you made him stay on the block, you know what I'm saying? If he and And for me, the biggest problem is his heart, because he ran away from going to college and having to go to a coach like a Boeheim or Williams or whoever and have him get taught like a Thompson at Georgetown, where the big men got taught. You get to learn your position. That's the problem. He's been positionless this whole time. He's been do whatever I want to do, and I'm gonna take the easy route to get there. So like you said, whatever the captain is supposed to be the one staying there when things are going bad. That's why you got paid the big bucks. That's why you're in that position. You're supposed to be the one making. You're supposed to see what the issues are, and you're supposed to plug those holes. When Magic was a rookie and Kareem went down, what did he do? Next man up.
Yep.
Took over. Did what needed to be done. Didn't flinch. Didn't run away from it. All this dude has done his whole career is run away. If you sit straight up. If you really look at it, all he's done is run away. And then and then again, you got this conversation with Nino and then Shannon Sharp talking about, these bronzexuals. If you look at this dude is supposed to be making his teammates better, yet still he talks about, if you actually look at the data, all his teammates somehow become average to garbage. All of them. They step back. They have to step down and tone down their game. Why? Because they don't run an offense that they can understand consistently what the deal is and get off on do their thing, reach in their bag, do what they need to do from whatever that standpoint is. So that's the thing. Professionals can do that. They've been playing. Or at least they used to be able to do that. You could play whatever system somebody wanted to implement. Now, yeah, sometimes you didn't like the system or whatever, but you could at least play it because 5 guys on the court had an understanding of who was supposed to be where, right?
Yeah.
This is a LeBron ball. That's all this has been since he came in, and they did not make him learn the game. That's why they didn't want him in the Olympics in was it 08. And they had to basically beg. He had to beg to get put on that team because USA Basketball didn't want him. Check the stats. They didn't want him.
Yeah, I heard.
They were like, no,
he's
just disruptive. He doesn't know how to play with people. He won't listen. Blah blah whatever. So I mean, people can keep on making these excuses for him. That's like you said. When Paul Pierce just come out said it with his chest. He is not anywhere close to Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, they just
or Magic Johnson.
They just don't want to be too harsh on him, man. And you can see. It's
like okay, you and I were both NCOs, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we had to grade, say a PT test or whatever the deal was, did we get to go around and say, oh well, maybe that was a push up,
no,
maybe that was a sit up. You know what? Let's give him 10 seconds. He was having a tough day. Let's give him 10 seconds on that run.
Nah.
Were we able to do that?
No.
But for some reason, these people give this millionaire all these freaking excuses on why he somehow is supposed to be in a conversation because you don't want to hurt his feelings or whatever. I give a damn. I can't. I mean, I don't like the guy, but you already know. I'm on record. I do not like him. I like at all. And to me, he's the main reason why it sucks, why NBA basketball sucks.
Yeah.
And WNBA. I mean, look at what do we say about WNBA? They play hard. I mean, yeah, it's not the same athleticism, but let's not pretend they're playing basketball. They're moving.
No, they're hooping. Hustling. They hooping for sure.
Right? They're hooping. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you more credit if you're gonna do that. But to sit up here and pretend, like you said, 10 rebounds and 10. Man, you ain't Oscar Robertson out there. What are you talking about?
He straight up lied, didn't he? He straight up said this dude. They asked LeBron to average 27, 10, and 10, and he took a team to the finals that had Dellavedova as a starting point guard.
Man, listen. See, again, I was alive when this happened, so I know this shit is a lie. Because I'm like, look, no. First off, the East was trash. And he was the reason the East was trash. Like I said, what he did with him and Bosch and Wade would have been the equivalent of Michael Jordan, Olajuwon, and Barkley on the same team in their 7th year. That would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Except even in that respect, only 2 of them were in the East and the other one was in the West. In this case, they were all in the East. So he weakened the Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors.
Facts.
All at the same time. So you just took out 2 teams off the top. That you just made them garbage.
And everybody
so
and the other teams was led by young players. Very young players that wasn't on their level.
So don't give me this. Oh well, it was a hard. No, it was not. It was the yellow brick road, is what it was. That was laid out. Like, dude, you literally went like. I mean, seriously. That's like I looked at it like a high school team showing up at middle school talking about y'all want to run some ball. Y'all want to run some ball. That's what the East looked like.
Yeah, facts.
So they didn't go through all that. They didn't go. So when you look at jokers like Dirk, like the fact that he got beat by Dirk and Mavericks in 11 was bad enough. But if you look at what they went through to get to that game,
right?
When you look at what they had to go through in the West, man, child, please, y'all need to seriously stop. This is embarrassing. Like if they one of these days, these people gonna wake up. They're gonna wake up and be like, "Man, I hope
they wake up soon, man. Because if they wake up soon, we might have some hope for MAGA. But I appreciate the call, man. I gotta get to these other topics, man. I'm trying to close this one out, man. Keep it locked though, because you might want to call in on these next topics too.
Oh, if it's gonna be that punk ass Stephen A, yeah, that's the one I really wanted to talk about.
All right, bet. We'll get you back.
You do it, brother. You do it.
All right, yep.
All right then.
All right, this is the last call. Caller from Illinois, man. Be quick. You got about 45 seconds. Go ahead.
What's going on, my boy? Finally got to you.
What's popping?
I'm gonna try to make it fast as possible, man.
You ain't got to rush. You ain't got to rush. You ain't got to rush. Go ahead.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Thank you. All right, man. I watched every Michael Jordan game. I was young when they first started, so I already know that LeBron is having problems because there's too many of us Chicago fans that actually watch Jordan persevere. That is something that LeBron is missing from his legacy. We never really seen him persevere through anything. Jordan kind of raised the standard a little bit too high for him once he got in. So most of us in Chicago, once we saw LeBron leave Cleveland and go to Miami, we was kind of done with it because we already knew at that point he really didn't have what it took. He had to team up with other guys, so it was going to be a totally different story. On the other half, with Kobe, I got to be real. I was scared a lot of years about Kobe because it's almost like he had the same pedigree. You know what I mean? It's like he was a killer. He wasn't ever scared. Other players were scared of him. It was never like that with LeBron. Another thing that I really don't like is the longevity talk when Jordan played like 9 seasons playing 82 games. Me, my great-grandma, and my grandma sat at the table every game and watched Michael Jordan. It was never even a thought, was he going to miss a game? To see that LeBron is getting away with all this load management his whole career and still be able to compare himself when he only played 82 games one season, it's a slap in the face to the NBA fans, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
He almost made me stop watching basketball. I can't lie. In the D Rose era, when we watched with our own eyes the coach step on the court and call timeout. When we looked at the referee, looked dead at his face, and didn't call a technical foul. I was damn near through watching basketball, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just too entertaining. But it's a lot of times I be wanting to call in. I be having a lot to say. But watching Jordan go through the Cavs, even when we used to play Charlotte and we used to play against Glenn Rice and those guys.
Yeah.
I never really hear people talk about how hard we played against the Miami Heat when they had Zoe and Tim Hardaway, the Indiana Pacers. He never just had that many teams, and they had to help him against the Bulls. It was so many phantom calls when D Rose was playing against LeBron, but we can't never use that. Fine. But we have seen and we already know that he has been shown favoritism. And then we also watch the Pistons beat the shit out the Bulls until we was able to get Stacey King, Scott Williams, Cliff Leverson. Those were the guys who really helped us against the Pistons. I know we always like to say, Mike and Scotty, which was the truth. But when it came down to the guts of that team, it was always Cartwright, Stacey King, Cliff Leverson. All those guys helped us against the Knicks, who was brawlers. The Sonics, where Xavier McDaniel used to play over there. The Pistons. Everybody was trying to beat up on the Bulls. We finally got some young guys that came in that wasn't scared. And that's what really helped us, along with Pittman doing everything else and Jordan just scoring. But the guts of the team was really the bench players. And that's why Jordan always, you always seen Jordan never got down on none of them guys. He never came out like, well, what you want me to do? Cliff Leverson can't shoot. Well, what you want me to do? So-and-so can't do that. We never seen Jordan throwing none of those players under the bus, because at that time, the NBA was all about the players playing their position. It's like we got to take a sacrifice in our, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like we have to take a sacrifice in our standards to even act like LeBron is the king. We gotta excuse him for running. We got to excuse him for not. His game is just like, compared to Jordan, it's like, oh my God, it's like it's like a Ferrari compared to a goddamn Nova or something. Man.
Yeah, that's a fact. He more comparable to. I don't want to say Dominique Wilkins, because Dominique actually was a better scorer than LeBron.
Yes,
because he had better touch and can shoot it a little bit better. So I don't even want to say Dominique, but it's very similar.
Yeah, because Dominique used to go back to back with Jordan. They used to go back to back with buckets.
Yeah,
LeBron cannot do that.
I think if LeBron didn't team hop and do the super teams, I think LeBron ends up with probably one ring. I think he would be able to grind it out one time and get it like Giannis did. Like Jokic did, like that, those one ring stars like Dirk did. I think he would have got one, and I think the GOAT debate would have been over way earlier in everybody's mind, and we would have been comparing him to those one ring superstars, and maybe like a Dominique Wilkins as well, or Charles Barkley. He'll be in that range. That's where he really belonged. But people are confused because he was able to go get 4 rings and all of these records, and they're like, "Oh, I'm confused. I don't know how to decipher that." Like, he's really Barkley or KG level, but he got the rings, so like he automatically got to be in the Kobe, Tim Duncan level, which he's not. But
that's because the best thing that LeBron mimicked was Jordan marketing schemes. That's why
you would say that
everything on the marketing side to look like he was the best player. Like, we've been watching this. I know I've been watching every game since Jordan came in. LeBron copied Michael Jordan's marketing schemes, and that's how he was able to be put in the same eyes. Kobe really didn't care about that. Kobe had little stuff coming, his shoes, and this and that, but you didn't see Kobe running like, "Oh, let me go make a movie like Michael Jordan. Oh, let me go do this like Michael Jordan."
Yeah, Kobe actually turned. Yeah, Kobe actually turned. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'll let you go. But Kobe actually turned down the Spike Lee "He Got Game" movie. That was supposed to be him and not Ray Allen, but he turned it down. But appreciate the phone call, man. Say the number, man. Make sure you call back more often, man. It was a good conversation.
Most definitely.
All right, big dog. Thanks.